Dear Death Fairy. Dear Death Fairy. I hear you will come to take me when I leave to heaven. Look after my cat Timmy when I'm gone, please. From Zoe Michaels, read a reaper to another his father. Ah. That sounds cute, said the king of the reapers hearing it. No one calls me a fairy. Even a misinformed child, said the son known as Lance or the Necromancer shortly. Do you prefer serial killer? Asked his father. Lance scoffed. I prefer avenging angel, said Lance coldly. He was fate's hitman. He killed the worst of the worst for him and the police called him a serial killer. You would, said the Reaper King. How was the child when you took her? She was a pain. She insisted I was the death fairy because the tooth fairy took teeth, so the reapers were death fairies because they took the dead. I keep telling her I wasn't the death fairy, I was a grim reaper. She wouldn't listen. I told her she wasn't going to heaven. She cried. I told her she was going Elysian. She cried more. I asked her why she cried. She told me she was sad to hear Queen Elsa was dead too. Kids. Lance said frustratedly. I met her. She was an innocent cute little girl, said the king. What did she call you? Asked Lance. The Death Fairy King. It was refreshing. I usually am called Dr. Death at work. Well, it's better than being called Jack Skellington again. That was the worst Christmas that year, singing reapers dressed as Santa running all over the place by fate decree. He's a nut, said the king. Yes he is, said Lance. That was a really bad Christmas. The door off the king's office opened and in rushed Dante, the reaper office assistant of the king. Necromancer, stop bothering your dad, he has important work to do, said Dante, dropping a big pile of paperwork on the already full table of the king, who moaned seeing the paperwork. Okay, I'll leave you two pen pushers to your work, said Lance, giving up trying to fight Dante. I'm not a pen pusher, the king said. You love paperwork, don't kid me, said Lance, leaving. He closed the door behind him.